Just a quick follow-up video on this general radio AC vacuum tube voltmeter. After I demonstrated that it was all working and was approximately calibrated, I looked inside and found that there's one adjustment to be made, a variable resistor internally, to tweak the calibration. So I did that, and here are the results. The April 1950 issue of the General Radio Experimenter has a very nice article on this meter, one that I linked in the previous video. That article states that the accuracy of this instrument is plus or minus 3% of full-scale readings. So what does that mean? Well, that means on the 1.5 volt scale that the accuracy is plus or minus 0.045 volts. Or for our purposes here, we'll just say 0.05 volts. Now, the graduations on the 1.5 volt scale are 0.05 volts. And you can see that the reading that we've got here, this is our prototypical 60 hertz signal at 1 volt RMS. You can see that it reads 1 volt on the general radio meter. So what does that reading mean other than that the two meters agree? Well, what that reading means is that I'm reading 1 volt on the meter, and with the accuracy of 0.05 volts, that the actual input signal could be anywhere between 0.95 volts and 1.05 volts. So you can see that that's absolutely true, and on this scale, the meter is within spec. Let's look at the other scales. This is the 5 volt scale. You can see again that the reading is exactly 1 volt on the nose. On this scale, the accuracy of the meter, the plus or minus 3% at full scale, corresponds to 0.15 volts DC. So that means that the true value is anywhere between 0.85 and 1.15 volts. And obviously, the meter is within spec on this scale too. Well, we can continue going up on the different scales and investigate this. On the 15 volt scale, the reading isn't quite 1 volt anymore. On the 15 volt scale, the graduations are 0.2 volts. So you can see that this scale says that the reading is 0.8 volts. How that is interpreted is that the actual input could be anywhere between 1.25 volts and 0.35 volts. So the meter is obviously within spec on that scale. And not to belabor the point, but just going up to the 50 volt scale, the limit of accuracy is 1.5 volts. So a reading of 1 volt on the 50 volt scale means that in reality, the measurement could be anywhere between essentially 0 volts and 2.5 volts. And on the 50 volt scale, right here, you can see it is reading just shy of 1 volt. So this instrument is absolutely within specifications. So there you go, just a quick video to show that the instrument was very easy to calibrate. It is working within specifications, and I think it'll be a nice addition to the bench, and it should come in handy, probably not terribly often, but when you need to make an AC measurement at an oddball frequency, this instrument should do a nice job. Thanks for watching.